Alright, what is up, you guys? Today is February 3rd. Um, it was a Monday. We had red folder news at 10 a.m., which is ultimately the reason I did not take this trade. This was the trade I would have taken today, but again, it just lined up the worst time with news, so I didn't want to put myself in a position to be in a trade during news. I don't know if that's not smart. If you guys disagree, let me know. I just didn't want to take the chance of getting instantly stopped out or my trade getting reversed or something not going my way. But again, I just didn't want to put myself in that position. So we had these London highs. So coming in to market open, I'm obviously looking for a sweep of the highs or a sweep of the lows. I was really looking forward to the sweep of the lows. I'll get to that in a second. So we sweep these highs, and then we honestly have a perfect setup. We inverse this fair value gap after the sweep of liquidity. We then have this order block right here that we respect right away. We then come back and get great reaction off it. This is where I would have entered. But again, I didn't because news was in 7 minutes. I was just like, this trade could take a little more time to develop, especially after seeing all this chop right here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. I was like, we could just chop for literally 6 minutes. News hits, we get instantly stopped out. But we got a great reaction. We then came up for another chance to enter. We even tapped in. We tapped in here, but we tapped into this fair value gap, which was also on the top 5-minute time frame. We tapped into that, and so then still a great setup. Like any other day, I would have taken this trade, but again, we had news literally 2 minutes or in 3 minutes after tapping that, and I just didn't want to put myself in that position. So I don't know if you guys have any opinions on that, if next time I should take it, but I just feel like I'm gambling. I'm okay. I don't know. I just don't want to put myself in that position. Even with the A+ strategy, it would have played out. But at first, I probably would have took profits at these lows right here. I would have took out probably 3 contracts and let the other 2 run to here while breaking even. Depending on when I entered is I would have got stopped out here, but if I entered off this, I would have took full profits. But yeah, so then after that, there was still this sweep that could have hit, but I knew I wasn't going to trade after because I'm sticking to 1 trade a day. I don't want to force any trades out of emotion. I was obviously a little upset that that trade played out, but not too big. I'll be able to trade tomorrow. But yeah, then we swept these lows. And then I honestly was making breakfast, and I come back to this candle, and we didn't even have any confluences to enter, but I would have took longs after we swept these lows, which is this fair value gap as well. They're right here. I was looking for that break of structure to the upside. But again, we didn't have no. If we retested this fair value gap that it created right here, then it would have been a good entry, but didn't do that. We inverse this fair value gap, I guess. We could have entered, but I also like to use order blocks as like my final. Once we tap those, then it's like, hey, we're gonna go long or short. But yeah, no, not mad. I love to see that my setup is working. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.